Hey guys, Robert here with Empire Clan, doing the follow-up video from the video I did yesterday about the guild boss raids. As you can see, we started it. We have stopped at 23. We progressed pretty well. Good participation so far. Have a handful of individuals in your group, in our group, that have not contributed yet. But again, a lot of that has to do with time zones and such like that. So we typically don't go all crazy with, why aren't you helping kind of stuff until after the first day. After the first day, there should be some type of participation. But for those who've already participated, thank you. As you can see, we got a pretty good amount of rewards, and I was holding off on opening these rewards just so I can do a video about the opening of these after we progress. And just like I suspected on my previous video, it looks like we're going to be capping at the Immortal Knight here on level 30, the previous cap, and now it's when you progress, it looks like they're going to give you more mega runes, or spell runes, I'm sorry, and then of course the deep freeze as a reward to get to 33. And then if you get to 36, you get at least one vengeful construct, as well as a good royal fragment that's going to help probably boost him. Most likely that's probably what the fragment's going to be, as a boost for him. And if we can somehow get to 40, we'll be able to get another card for him, and then of course a more beneficial fragment of strength. So maybe it will be for him, maybe it won't, don't know. Not sure 100%, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get to the end. If anything, we are going to aggressively push to get to 36. So if I have any guild mates that watch this, that's the goal. And if we don't somehow get to 36, I will not be very happy, and we'll have to reevaluate who we have on our team. That's how the cookie crumbles. I've progressed to 53 in my own independent, really using barely any of my scrolls. Actually, I don't even know if I've used any of my scrolls here. I don't think I have. And I was able to get to 53. Of course, it got me to about the 46 level or whatnot. Of course, I can't go back and look, or can I? I think it allowed me to come up to, I believe, into the 40s. And then I just made my way, with just attacking myself. I came up with that deck I was talking about yesterday, and this is the deck that I did using the Ascended Treant. And I have to say, when I first did it, I only had one Treant. But really, for this deck to work, you have to have two things. You have to have the Treant, and you have to have the Fearless Leader. Those two combined seem to really help this deck. Of course, you have to use Commander, because Commander has to get everybody in one lane. So that's typically a little different than the typical strategy of trying to cover each lane with everything, which I usually do. But this Ascension made me think about that, and reducing the spell or the minion cards to only one undead raid, and really focusing on beefier minions that could take hits and last long after that in order to get the healing effect from the Treant, has actually paid off. It's been pretty impressive. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that, show you guys how it works and how it's worked for me so far, because that's really the purpose of this video, is I wanted to kind of show you guys the Treant Ascension utilization. So I'm gonna go in the middle lane because I want to kill those eggs. You don't want those eggs. And the good thing with the Treant too, since he does area damage, he kind of helps with that control when it comes down to the aggression you get from these from this stuff. Now, I was hoping I was going to get something I can do a group attack damage here, but it doesn't seem like it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the stones, and at least the one stone got in front. Now I'm going to use these guys. I'm going to use the spears down there on the bottom, another Treant up here, and I was hoping to get at least one Commander, so I can show up. They throw me two and only have one in my deck. Are you shitting me? All right, so I only have 10 seconds left. Probably not going to kill this, because I would like to get... There we go. Look at it. They held off. I should have been able to kill that. But see, they held back on the other stuff. So, all right, that's a one-off. But as you can see, the strategy, how it worked. If I would have got those cards rolled earlier like they should have been, I would not have had that problem, where I would have easily destroyed that thing with one torch. So now I gotta waste a torch for what, 300,000 damage? This kind of stinks. Yeah, 351,000. Stupid. But the Treant, as you saw, he stomped and spit, and those things in that lane were still kicking. So that's pretty good. I think double decking it is definitely the way to go. Now I'm kind of doing something different than I really should be doing. I shouldn't really even be caring about the crap attacking the portal, but I did that just because I was going to do another Treant anyway. And now I'm going to put the spears down there, and hopefully I can shift. But see, the Treant is taking the attacks, which is pretty impressive. The only reason up there in the middle lane they died so quick is because just the spider web slowing them down. See, Treant's still down there. So he's taking these hits pretty well. I gotta give him some credit. I knew I had to boost him to 10. If I didn't boost him to 10, there probably would have been some issue. He would have been weak, too weak, I think, to deal with the higher levels of this thing. But so far, so good. I have to say, I've been pleasantly surprised with the result of using the Treant strategy for this thing. I could just imagine how this thing would work with Ree and using the healing wave that Ree has. That would probably be just double deck. I mean, that would just be ridiculous. I mean, I think the healing effect here with the healing wave would be just bonkers. What do you think? I wish I would have thought about this on the previous Ascension Tower, or the previous raid, because I think Ree was the raid boss at that point, and that would have been pretty cool. Probably should have used him up there, but I'm doing it now. I'll put my Valkyries up there. Get some... Yeah, let them kind of do their thing. Sacrifice a Valkyrie. Alright, so this is kind of problematic. But I'm hoping I get a commander again, so I can move some stuff down. Alright, so... the Treants are there. There we go. Alright, that's not going to happen. There we go. Down at the bottom, please. There you go. Let's get some boost down here. And then let's go ahead and use him. And put him down because he's got the speed. And they're doing their damage. They're doing good. I'm not worrying about the portal, as you can see. Could care less. Another Treant. And boom shakalaka. Is it going to be boom shakalaka? Oh, boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. All right. There you go, guys. See? And that's how it should flow. And there was a lot of spiderweb there. And they still were able to get across and do the damage. Now, I do have a handful of minions that I'm using that are above level 10, level 11. I don't think I have any level 12s yet, but I do have a bunch of level 11s, and let's just take a look at that so you guys can see. So, as you can see, level 11 Magic Construct, level 11 Valkyrie, level 11 Bloodstalker, and Soul Leech, as well as 11 Undead Raid. Now, they're not at their max level of that level 11, meaning they haven't been enhanced 5 times, but they are level 11, so I'm going to do a little more damage than probably your typical player that's going to utilize a strategy, but at the end of the day, the strategy still works. So if you want to have that additional advantage to be able to take hits from this thing, at least into the 50s and 60s, I would imagine as it gets into the 70s or whatnot, this thing's damage is just going to be too strong, and then this strategy is not going to really work out as much. I'm going to continue to try it though and see. But as you can see, it's working so far. Pleasantly surprised. Oh, Jesus. Look at the amount of crud on this field. Should I use a wind? Yeah, I'll just use a wind. Screw it. Let's go ahead and do it. Why not? They're there. It's not the end of the world. Treant's there kind of helping with him. That's not going to help that, so I'm going to have to do that. I was hoping to use the... No, they're not going to die. And none of them went up there, really. So I'm going to switch on the top lane just to try to get rid of those guys. There we go. I don't like those red spiders on my portal. I would get distracted and not be paying attention, and then no, my luck, bastards will end up destroying my portal. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing as much damage, because I don't have any of these guys on there. But is it gonna get enough time? No, darn it. Of course, they threw 2 of them at me at the same time. The doubles seem to be doing that right now. They did it with commander a second ago, as you guys saw. Well, again, I mean, I got enough torches to burn, so I'm not worried about it. And this thing doesn't end until Sunday, and here we are Friday evening. And I'm going to accumulate more torches, so I don't have the problem with being able to finish to the end. So this time, since it's 600,000, I'm just going to push in this lane. Hopefully there'll be enough to get me to the end. We'll see. I just don't like those red guys. Treants are doing their job, keeping everybody alive and healthy. That didn't work. Okay. Put some spammy down. See if any of them go in the front. Yes, they did. Alright, so I'm just going to do this to kind of stop that a little bit. Now I'm going to boost. Go to the top. I'm just trying to stop it right now. So I'm not doing anything but letting the guys who are already on the field do their thing. And there you go. So that's how you control not having to use any of your fire scrolls. Is that if you can get people past them, the initial wave, and then you can just play defense, you can try to hold back. Because keep in mind, the equipment you have, some of that equipment is going to have portal regeneration. So you don't have to worry too much about your portal unless you have, like I said before, a bunch of the reds or even those blue ones that like to grow. Those ones can be problematic. See, I got a blue one right here and I'm going to take out with my Soul Leech, and I'm using her first just because, you know, she can try to get some strength from something that dies. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shoot these guys down. Damn, one blocked that spear. Alright, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay. The reds are doing... Wow, this one's pretty strong. Alright, so they're up there doing the damage. Man, this guy's a stomper. Stomper and a grabber. Alright, so I'm running out of time. But see, look, I didn't have to waste really that much down here. I'm just using the spear. This kind of slow him down slightly, but I didn't have to use anything. The damage wasn't enough to justify using a scroll. So that works out. And again, you know, if this doesn't seem like something of interest to you, you don't have to use this strategy. I'm not saying this is the perfect strategy for it. You could definitely go the normal, conventional, you know, using the Scourge. And I mean, I do that. I use the Scourge. That's what my normal deck would hold. But I thought it was interesting to try this deck because it seems just like, as I said before, the Ascensions were somehow catering to this as the strategy to go with. So I figured, what the hell? Let me just go ahead and go with it, see how it works out. Now this isn't working for me very well. That was a little more overwhelming than I would have liked. Am I going to be able to do enough damage to take care of that? Those red ones up there are problematic. He's going to keep stomping, and he's going to start killing stuff here in a second. So, wow. Okay, bunch of treants. They're giving me a bunch of slow-moving shit, it seems like. And I've said this before, that sometimes this game seems like it's a little bit one-sided. I mean, look at this stuff. So, it just... They gave me so much slow-moving stuff initially, which is weird. I mean, well, I'll say that, take it back. Towards the middle, they gave me a bunch of slow-moving stuff. I would have thought they would have gave me some faster crap, but... Man, I didn't do any damage on that. Do I use a scroll this time? Shouldn't have to, though. I did good without the scroll before. Okay, well, like I said, try it out. Maybe I'll just ignore that top lane. I've been trying to deal with those ones up top, and maybe that's the problem. I need to not worry about them. So I'm going to put that up there just because. And then now he's about to stomp and spit. And that should at least help the Soul Leech. Alright, so he killed a lot of stuff. Now he's going to start spitting like a silly thing. Okay, so everybody's getting healed. Everybody's now getting stomped. And I'm gonna have to start putting down some power push. Ignoring the portal being deconstructed over there. Come on, guys. Come on. Do the damage. Do the damage. Do the damage. Do the damage. Do the... Come on, not enough. Not enough. Damn it. What is going? It's the spider webs slowing them down too much. And maybe it's just my placement. It could just be me not really paying attention to the field. You really got to watch the field and what's on the field. That's your obstacles. And I probably should be going in the middle, taking the poison. I don't know why I was thinking that that little gap right there was not enough to slow them down, but it would appear so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put all the strength here in this lane to try to take care of these red buggers. And then, but see, he's spawning so many skeletons constantly. It's very aggressive. Now I'm going to go in the middle lane, let them all march down the way, but they're probably all going to die from poisoning because I don't have anything healing them except for the treant. Yeah, see? And now I'm dying up there. No, I'm not going to do that. I've done too much to deal with that. So I'm just going to let my Bloodstalker do the deed. If you can. There you go. Of course, I'm trying to show this shit, and then it's going to start doing this. I've had no problems until now, until this level. There's just so much web. There was so much spider web on there. It's slowing everything down. And the treant's not the fastest damn guy in the world. And then, you know, the Magic Construct isn't really that fast. And the Soul Leech is slow, but everything else should have been fast, but it just didn't seem like the draws were working in my favor. So, so be it. And I hate having those odd off numbers when it comes down to my freeze and my win, so I'm going to have to use a freeze just to make the numbers look right. I just can't stand it saying 77 and the other one saying 76. Call that my OCD, whatever you want. It just annoys the shit out of me. I was really just trying to kill those reds. Okay. Up there you go. He's dead, unfortunately, so I had to kind of just let him do his thing. Alright. But see how slow the Magic Construct is, like, attacking? That just doesn't seem right to me. That seems extremely slow. Alright, let's go ahead and freeze everybody. Let that all happen. Alright. Cleared that mess up there, though. I didn't want to die from the portal health. So even with that being a little sloppy, still did a good amount of damage. That's not too bad. Alright, so let's see if we can get this done in one more. I might just do the fire scroll just to kind of clear out the reds because they seem to be very close to the portal. Yeah, it's just too close for comfort. I could care less about the splitters there. I don't give a shit about those guys. Those guys don't worry me at all. They don't do enough damage to be concerning, and they just, if anything, they're just more of a nuisance than anything else. But see the amount of damage they're doing? They're not doing anything. It was just those goddamn red ones that were just causing so much grief. Alright, get everybody in the same lane, get them all pushing, and there you go. See, just eliminating that one obstacle with those damn red ones seemed to be the kicker. So, I mean, yeah, now they're nothing this thing's gonna be able to do is gonna be able to stop it except for putting a bunch of multiplying bullshit in front of these guys. Because if you don't have group attack damage cards or minions in that group, they can put those splitter spiders down, and those just become a deflection. It's just the game's way of putting like a shield bearer or something in front of it. Alright, let's do one more so I can get to this reward here and get some more green torches for our raid, our group raid. and maybe I'll do a battle or two. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the fire and see if I can wipe this thing down with one attack initially without using any other type of scrolls. Fire ones I barely use at any other event anyway, so I'm not too concerned with being low on that. Yeah, this guy's just, this one is just a numbers brutling. So he's just throwing numbers. He's just putting down a bunch of nonsense to prevent you from making any type of progress. So you just stick to one lane and just drill it down. Put pressure, 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 strength, strength, strength. And again, ignoring the portal. Do not care about the portal. Don't stress about the portal. Don't give a shit about the portal. Just focus on taking down this critter and you will be perfectly fine. As you can see, he's going away. He's gonna go night-night, and there you go. And what you needed in that instance was using the fire scroll, nothing more. The other ones, you can get away with just using, if you have a bunch of spider webs, just use wind. And then you use your minions to kind of overwhelm the spider that way. Or if there's a bunch of poison, use the freeze. You don't have to use all 3 of your scrolls, so hold on to your scrolls. I tell that to our clan as well, especially when you're doing group raid. Do not waste all your resources when you're doing a group raid. You don't need to use your scrolls in a group raid. You got 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, however many people are attacking at the same time. You are wasting your resources if you're using scrolls during the group attack. A lot of people just want to show their name in the group chat that shows that they killed a Zuhul. That's fine, that's nice, and that's I gotta applaud the interest of doing that. But you don't have to. So save your resources. Do not waste your resources. It's not necessary. Until you get to past level 25. After 25, you're probably gonna need your resources because it starts becoming aggressively problematic. And you need to use your resources to give yourself the advantage to get your minions in position. But don't waste your resources unless you have to. So I can't reiterate that enough. All right, so I got to that. That should put me top of my leaderboard, right? Yes, because this guy from Trident keeps sneaking past me. So that put me well ahead of him. And I'm sure we're going to be battling each other throughout this entire event. Going back to the regular battles, guys, as you saw, I'm still using this deck. It seems to still be working for me. I did lose earlier today because this guy's draw kept giving him damn abominations, and I can't stop that. If the game gives you constant abomination benefit, it's in the cards for you to win. I can't deal with that. So, Euro, or for my American friends, gyro, but it's pronounced Euro. Any of my Italian friends want to correct that to make sure that I'm saying it right. It's Euro or Roman, whatever category you want to come from. Italy. All right, this is kind of shitty. All right, so here, you give me a freeze and I raise you a fire. Okay. Please go down there. No, only one. Oh, that's good. That's what I want. I don't like holding on to my spells though. There you go. Get out of here. Alright, so you can use a fireball. You're waiting for me to put down something big. I know it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it there. And you drew him. And you wasted it up there, which is silly. But look at, when I was talking about the Executioner the other day, look how strong that son of a bitch is. Like, how is he able to go toe-to-toe with a frickin' Bloodstalker? Like, explain that to me. I don't know if that was the wisest decision, but again, you're winning right now at the moment, so I can't argue that your logic is sound. Archers. Of course, that calls for me putting down him. So I'm gonna put this down again and see how freaking strong this goddamn thing is, and just see now for how somehow his range is doing great against me. Didn't kill the... Alright, so my bigger problem is not that so much as it is. I'm gonna let them do some damage, to be honest with you. Ah, you fucker. Alright, so he should be able to take the hit. Yes. And now that he's done the damage that I want him to do, I'm interested to see how the Siphon attack, the spell that he's using, works against this thing. Because it should work pretty impressively. Lift him up. Say howdy do. Look at Sumarak. Isn't that just wild? He didn't die. Interesting. Another one, because he keep making my portal stronger. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. But see, look at all the stuff that I got right now. All the heavy hitting shit. Look at that. So, that doesn't help me. Look. That was bullcrap. Like, how do I got 2 abominations? How many did I get in my draw? Like, does that make sense? Well, Euro, you beat me. Good for you, bud. Alright, so Alex commented yesterday on my video from yesterday and explained the fact of why I only lost 1 trophy. It's because of the trophy tiers in the as you're going up the arena. And I thought that was only for the 3400, which is the beginning tier. Like, you can't go below that because I want people dropping below in trophies. But apparently it applies to all those categories. So that was good to know, because now I do understand. So he should be hammering something here. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that in the middle lane. Alright, and we'll poison his reflector. He still has a hammer that he's going to use, I'm sure. That's coming here eventually, but I'm not going to prematurely lay down something to kill those guys. Now he'll probably hammer one of them, because he's holding on to a spell for one reason or another, and you shouldn't do that. Now, you saw before that the whatchamacallit was able to handle those attacks from the Valkyrie, but he's not strong enough yet. So, he will not handle that this time. He's holding on to that hammer for one reason or another. Why are you holding on to the hammer? It's not wise, my friend. So I'm going to block a hit from him. He's going to hammer that, which I knew that was coming. But now I'm going to put him down, because he should now be able... Ooh! Alright, let's poison that and get that the hell out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to put him there, because he was able to take that. I'm going to put that. Alright, so he's taking the poison, as he should. I'm now up to level 12 for mana, so now I'm going to wait. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to let this ride. And that should be enough to kill them. Alright, so now I have the weight. Damn, he keeps getting these hard hitters. Of course you have the Viper ready. I gotta kill the Colossus because I know what he's trying to do. And what I'm gonna do though, since I got this thing so strong, I'm gonna force him to have to pull a Viper out of his ass. I didn't realize he had that up there. He's doing really good here. I gotta give him credit. This is a good deck he's doing. This is pretty impressive, and I can do nothing now but just watch him kill me. Pretty impressive. That was good. A select few, of course. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. I want to see what his deck structure was. Okay, so he's using the hammers, which is good. Double Viper. He was getting the Phase Assassin too often, though. Interesting. Your draws were better, brother. I mean, good job. Maybe I need to get rid of the double spam, the double Skeletons. I know I don't like to edit my decks, but maybe I need to reconsider that. I need to think about the double. I mean, I got Valkyrie Ascended. Maybe I should use Valkyrie. But, you know what I'll do? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to use my freeze. I think that might be a game changer. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see. I could be wrong. Just because I win doesn't mean it's right. Just means I got a better draw. But look at this shit. Oh, come on. Really? I mean, come the hell on. Wow, what a shitty draw. There goes my freezy. Alright, so I'm just going to not waste my spell, because I think that's one of the problems I've been having, is I'm holding on to these spells too long. Smarty took care of that big, deep lane. I'm just doing that. Level 8, that's not really strong Viper. Alright, I'm not getting baited in that lane. Ugh! You doppled my crap. Conveniently had the doppel. So I'm gonna let them just do the damage. Hopefully my not Valkyrie was enough, yes. Alright, so now that he's doing enough damage up there, I'm gonna go ahead and stomp the living shit out of that lane. I was going to, I thought I put him back in my deck. That's not enough to kill him, so I'm not worried about that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put him behind him. What? Another? Everybody using that for one reason or another. So I have to do something here. I can't let this draw screw me. Because look, it's giving me double Abomination, which I do not need. Fire bitch. Alright, so he should be strong enough to handle her. Yes, there you go. There you go. Alright. It plays it plays well to know what cards can handle what cards, and I knew the Revenant can handle Phase Assassin's initial hit. She typically can't handle 2, but he's able to handle at least 1. So had to do that. Alright, so I wasn't able to use the freeze though, so that was just luck to do that. So let's check it out. So I told you guys, I think before, if I was able to do this, I was going to show you guys what you get. So that was really what I was trying to do here. Nothing more. So let's go ahead and complete the 7 days, which then completes my task list over here. An Abomination, thank you. I got enough of those in my last battle. Complete my 7-day quests, which then gives me a chest here, which hopefully it's some good stuff. And it's not, it's a bunch of bullshit. Thank you, Nordis, for making that a worthless chest. And then there's the prize and joy right down here. Let's see here. See what I get. What's the legendary that I get? Is it Rune Cannon? Is it Punisher? Is it another Fire Witch? Let us see. The Immortal Knight, which is actually available in the solo raid right now. Okay. Look, I'm not going to knock the Immortal Knight. I like the Immortal Knight. I use them in my typical Valen deck, so I'm not going to knock him at all. Anubis is good right now. I like utilizing him in my other decks as well, especially the Wisp Mother deck that I was playing with. And, you know, the Executioner's the Executioner and Healing Wave's Healing Wave. Fire Blast I don't use. It's a good spell, though. It will wipe out anything at the portal for the most part. So, not a bad one. So, that's what you get. So, that's not the same for everybody. So, don't think that we watched me do this and if you get it this time, you're going to get an Immortal Knight. That is not true. You might get something completely different. It's based off of... They don't give you a new card just for shits and giggles. They really want you to buy stuff to get those other cards. So certain cards they're stingy with. Like I did not get an Immortal Knight until I bought a package that had the Immortal Knight in it. So that's just how it works. So playing your raid events will, for the most part, ensure that you'll get specific cards without having to purchase them. So now I just got to win 100 battles. So making some progress in the pagoda, which is great. And let's just finish off with one more video. or one more battle in this video, and then call it a day. Because I really just want to show you guys the new deck that I created. And I want to show you some guild raid battling, but we're kind of taking a break for the moment so everybody can kind of get resources and such, and wait for some of the non-participants to jump in, because they got to do their part to help with the group. Forsey Gabber, never played you. I know your clan though, so. Alright, let's see. Right off the cuff, he's a spam killer. So let's see what you're putting down. There it is. Okay. So I like this. I like the freeze because of this. Watch, bam, poof, poof, and he is strong. So I'm gonna suck up what I have out there already, and hopefully that's enough to kill her. No, lightning bolt her. Okay, so he's using the traditional Soul Leech spam deck. And see, she wasn't strong enough to handle that. And I'm going to have to use range on him. Use my spell to take care of Anubi and his little bullshit down there. And then, oh. Was she enough to kill that? Yes, she was. Okay, good. Alright, so I have my own counters there, bud. There you go. That's why he's good at this moment. See, I'm going to let them progress. Now watch it. Hopefully he won't kill that. So watch what he does. So freeze. I'm just putting it there just in case. Knowing my luck, he'll wake the fuck up and kill all that. He's typically strong enough to do that, but I think he was recently nerfed, which is sad. He shouldn't have been. I mean, the whole purpose of him was to help counter that kind of bullcrap. But Nordis, for some strange reason, thinks their balancing is necessary in most cases. I think sometimes they go a little overboard with their nerfing, because what it is, they want you to use certain cards. They really want you to use silly ass cards sometimes, and I just don't understand the logic for the most part. But you know, it is what it is. Can't make them. All right, so he's trying to make me feed that, and that's not happening. Alright, so I'm going to take care of this deck. Hopefully that's not enough spiders to kill him. Now what's funny is that he still heals when frozen. My guy's bigger than yours. That wasn't enough. Alright, so I'm ignoring him down there on the bottom. All his Anubis is down there. Oh, I forgot that she's ranged. Or she does group damage now. So I gotta kill her. I'm gonna spam out the deck, the field, and I'm gonna go ahead and stomp the living shit downstairs. Spam again. Take care of that stuff. And it kind of worked in my favor that he was attacking down there, but see, he's waiting to put that guy down there in front of. Nope, he's doing Anubis. So I think I got him in the corner. Well played. Wasn't a bad game. Made me think a little bit. That deck is a unique deck to battle, especially with the kind of deck that I'm using right now. So let's take a look at his stuff so you can see what he's doing, because it's not a bad idea. It's a very smart strategy. So let's take a look at it. Our Cavalier clan is usually really up top. Okay, so see, he's been undefeated, so this deck of his has been working. So what you can see here, all right, so he's doing a spam with a spam counter. So he's using Soul Leech Ascended, which is what I wanted to do. The Soul Leech Ascended destroys spam. So she's a spam counter that uses spam. So that's the plus with her. And to get rid of big shit that could potentially kill her, you're using a level 12 behind you, Viper, that will poison the hell out of anything. And also defense for her, but also feeding her, is the Anubis. He gives you the range ability as well as the additional spawning of those skeletons. And then to deal with spam again, you're using Amazon to eliminate things in your way. So he's got double of those. And then you're also using Fire Imp to kill any spam that's popping out, to get rid of those out of her way. And then you're using the Undead Raid to scatter the field to give you protection for those archers or anything of that nature, so you can continuously build her up. So this deck is designed to benefit her, to build her up. Now, what I would probably advise him to do, if he's watching, is to use the Earthquake instead of the Lightning. The Lightning is good because it does scatter and kill about 5 things in the lane when it's beefed up with the level 7 Terran Re, because of the level 6 buff it gets. However, the Stomp, or not Stomp, but the Earthquake does better with getting rid of spam decks, as well as doing damage to a strong unit, like, for example, Bloodstalker or whatnot. So you get double the effect there. The Lightning, if the person has a bunch of spam shit on the lane, you're risking the possibility of the Lightning not hitting the card that you really need to kill. So that's what I would do. But that's a very, very good deck. Impressive strategy. So good. My benefit that I had to mine was the Sumarak, of course the Abomination being there to cause some focal damage point, and then of course I was utilizing the Vengeful Construct, which he has as well, but he did more damage to me early on, so I was able to get a better Vengeful Construct, and I probably had a better draw. But I have spam counter built into my deck, so the spam strategy he was trying to do, as long as I was getting rid of her, he was pretty much left to medium strength minions to fight me with. So all right, other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell to remind you of videos that pop out, and maybe I'll do another video regarding the actual raid battle. If we decide to do a battle as a group, I'll kind of show what we're doing and what kind of damage we're doing. Again, we're not the top clan with this damn raid, but we're definitely going to keep working and eventually get to the point where we can get to 40. So other than that, guys, appreciate you watching, and like I always say, stay safe, stay sharp, and until next time, talk to you then.